There's been a lot of controversy surrounding the Book of Boba Fett. Many expected it to be as bombastic as The Mandalorian, but while The Mandalorian had its pace and it moved very greatly from episode to episode, the Book of Boba Fett has proven to be somewhat different. It has its own style. For example, episode 1 was just laying the groundwork and many criticized it a lot for its jumping off point. Many said that episode 1 was just boring, although many in the comments, even in my videos, they found it very refreshing to see this kind of a series move at its own pace. Episode 2 was just shocking. We got a lot of returning characters and new characters as well, and finally we got to see a legitimate threat to Boba Fett as it pertains to his throne. What is very interesting to me though is the train scene, because the train scene quickly established a secret connection that I don't think many of us expected, and that is the Pyke Syndicate and the spice from the mines of Kessel. You see, the Pykes appeared in a train gang shooting at the Tusken Raiders, with whom Boba Fett was currently residing. It is told to us that the Pyke Syndicate had been creating trouble for this tribe, more specifically, for a while now. They were passing through their territory and killing them on sight. However, with Boba Fett's leadership and new speeder bikes, provided by Boba Fett as well, the Tusken Raiders were able to overtake the train, capture the surviving Pykes, and also claiming their goods, which was of course the spice. We also got introduced to the Pyke Syndicate behind their mask as well, but we definitely got confirmation from Boba Fett when he instructed the gang to speak to their syndicate and create some sort of a pact with the Tusken Raiders for the Pykes to pay tribute for moving into Tusken territory. Why I mention this is because Temuera Morrison just shocked the whole fandom in his most recent interview. And I believe that because the series got a lot of flack for being kind of boring, especially the first episode, I think that Temuera Morrison did this on purpose, in coordination of course with Disney and Jon Favreau. They all want to tell us that stick around because it's gonna get crazy as the series moves along. And why do I say this? Well, because Temuera Morrison just gave out an interview where he spoke to THR together with his co-star Ming-Na Wen. This is when Temuera Morrison spoke about the Book of Boba Fett's Season 1 finale. Now, you guys know that Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau love finales. In Star Wars Rebels Season 1 finale, we got introduced to Darth Vader. Dave Filoni brought him back in an animated capacity. Who could forget, of course, The Mandalorian's Season 2 finale. Luke Skywalker was back. He not only made his cameo, but he crushed Moff Gideon's forces, and that finale concluded with one of the greatest cameos we have ever seen in a TV show, not only Star Wars. So Luke Skywalker's cameo proved to be a huge success for The Mandalorian Season 2 finale. It seems that will happen again in the Book of Boba Fett, because this is what Temuera Morrison told THR. He went on to say, yes, full of surprises. The Book of Boba Fett is a series that is full of surprises. Yeah, we've got some good stuff coming up. And this last part, just check out what Temuera Morrison says here. Oh, wait till episode 7. Wow. So episode 7, for those of you who don't know, will be the finale. The Book of Boba Fett has only 7 episodes, and episode 7 I think will release in February 9th if I'm not mistaken. So February 9th will be a shocker for all Star Wars fans, and I think episode 2 has a definitive connection to what Temuera Morrison is talking about. As I said, the Pyke Syndicate showed up in episode 2 with their train and with their spices from the mines of Kessel. And where did we see the Pyke Syndicate featured in live action for the first time, and the mines of Kessel too? Well, it was none other than in Solo: A Star Wars Story. In fact, this was a complete Easter egg from what we saw in episode 2. The Pyke Syndicate and the mines of Kessel are definitely connected to not only Han Solo, but Chewbacca as well, since the Wookiee slaves used to work on the mines of Kessel, extracting spice from them for the Pyke Syndicate. And this is where we get into the crux of this interview. What Temuera Morrison is trying to say here is that Harrison Ford is also back. I definitely think that the finale will be accompanied by a cameo from Han Solo. we saw Han Solo in Battlefront 2. He was an older Han Solo with a beard, but that's who I think we will see in the Book of Boba Fett season finale. It makes great sense for Boba Fett and Han Solo to meet each other again, especially on Tatooine, the operating grounds for both Han Solo and Boba Fett. This interview from Temuera Morrison actually corresponds with what many articles have been saying for a couple of weeks now, that Harrison Ford has just signed a contract to come back to Star Wars. In a recent rumor, it was said that Ford was recently on set for either The Mandalorian Season 3 or The Book of Boba Fett. We also hear that Harrison Ford filmed a de-aged Han Solo for this project. There has also been reports that Chewbacca and other Wookiees will be appearing in the what is called Mandoverse, and with this we can confirm that Han Solo will be back as well. I really think that these rumors are all but confirmed. For me, there are two possibilities. It's either going to be Han Solo or it's going to be Qi'ra. We all know that Disney doesn't want to take chances, and because they don't want to take chances, I think that we got our comic book fix with Black Chrysanthemum. Not many people know who Black Chrysanthemum really is, only the true diehard fans such as myself and you guys, which immediately recognized Black Chrysanthemum the moment he was shown, even from his back. But I think this is the last ambiguous character we saw in the Book of Boba Fett. I think that they won't risk bringing back Qi'ra. I think the most logical conclusion that Disney will come up with is Han Solo and Chewbacca being back in the Book of Boba Fett finale. And again, Disney is only inflaming the rumors by adding up the Pyke Syndicate and the mentioning of the Mines of Kessel, which directly connect the Book of Boba Fett with Solo: A Star Wars Story. For me, there's no doubt that Han Solo will be in the Book of Boba Fett finale. It makes very much sense, since in The Mandalorian, Luke Skywalker appeared. So these guys are just bringing back every single main character that we saw from Star Wars, and since Luke Skywalker made an appearance, now Han Solo has to do one as well. And who knows, we might see Leia in The Mandalorian Season 3. I mean, why not? Bring all the characters back together and contribute to the quote-unquote Mandoverse, because Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are spearheading this, and honestly, I gotta support my boys. So talk to me down below in the comments. Who do you guys think will appear in the season finale of the Book of Boba Fett Season 1, as Temuera Morrison has just told us? Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe for dailies. Now you have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.